Hey, good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution episode 1250. Happy Saturday. I almost said Friday. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the weekend. Going to talk a little Fanatics Fest this morning. Obviously, I'm not there, but I did consume some content throughout Friday. Yesterday was the first day. Consumed some live stream content. Watched a couple videos of attendees' reactions to Fanatics Fest. So I formed my own opinions on the event, and I will share those with you today. My eBay store 50% off sale is still going. I made a mistake, and I think when I'm playing with the times when it ends at like midnight or whatever, it's actually like midnight tomorrow, not Saturday. So Sunday instead of Saturday. So 50% off sale still in effect. So hey, for the weekenders out there that didn't have a chance to shop on Thursday or Friday, you get all day today. Hit up my eBay store, 99centcards.com. 50% off when you buy 10 or more items under $20. So that sale in effect through today. So check that out. It's been a very successful sale. I wonder if I can see my numbers. I always have a hard time. Is it marketing? I think it's under marketing. Review discounts. Where are we at? Extra 50% off. Average order size, 12 cards in the order. So some people have taken right up to 10, bought the 10 cards. Some people have bought, I think I had a 97 card order yesterday. So it's given me a 73% sales lift. Doesn't give me the volume, but it's been a nice sale. So check it out, 99centcards.com. No card shows for me today or tomorrow, but don't forget next Saturday, a week from today, is the Madison Card Show at the Sheraton Hotel on John Nolan Drive. 200 tables. We've got 4 rooms open. And this will be the last month for the at least foreseeable future that we run all 4 rooms with 200 tables. So effective next month, it'll be back to 140 tables. So check it out next Saturday. Madison Card Show, Sheraton Hotel, John Nolan Drive. Did some more sorting yesterday. I'm working on just trying to get my spaces in a little better order. So I'm looking to have another bulk. If you're in southern Wisconsin or northern Illinois and you want bulk, I'll have another truckload, roughly 150,000 cards, mostly commons, but there will be some other stuff in there that and you're getting it for about a tenth of a penny, an eighth of a penny. So it's going to be, there's certainly going to be junk wax, but there's also going to be modern. Like there's a 5-row, there's going to be more than a 5-row box of like 2023 tops. I think there's a box of 2024 tops, series 1. So there's going to be some modern. It's not all junk. So if you're in the area, Wisconsin, northern Illinois, and you're interested, hit me up. You can find me pretty easily. Just don't send me messages on eBay. I get messages on eBay a lot, and I'm really easy to find. Here, email 1millioncubsproject@gmail.com. 1millioncubs.com will get you to like all my socials, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. So I'm really easy to find. So if you're interested, hit me up on one of those channels and we can make a deal. What else is going on? So I did some shipping yesterday. We took Ernie to the vet. Ernie is back in bed. Hopefully he's being behave. He got up. I got up at 6. I got up first this morning. I got up at 6. And then he woke up. We pottied. He pooped. He's a first thing in the morning pooper. See, I'm not. See, I've got to get going. I've got to move around a little bit, have my coffee, and then I can poop. Ernie's he's like, let's just get this over with. Takes a little deucer, and had his breakfast, and we played a little bit. I'm like, it's still early, buddy. You're gonna go back to bed. Just don't piss off mom. So he's in bed. Had a vet appointment yesterday. His just a regular checkup, and he had to get his shots, and so he had 1 or 2 shots, I think he had to get. And so he's good to go, perfectly healthy, 2 testicles. He's a healthy little puppy. So good stuff there. And that's about it. Did a little grocery shopping, one of my least favorite activities. Zach says, Bo wants to talk to you. Yeah. Talking on the phone, least favorite activity. Actually, going to the dentist. Least favorite, going to the dentist. Second least, talking on the phone. They're pretty close. Actually, there's a lot of things that I dislike more than grocery shopping. It's nice to get out of the house. So grocery shopping is kind of a fun little outing. So yeah, that was my did eat 2 nights in a row of unhealthy eating. Hit up the bar on Thursday night for some wings and some beers. Last night, I got some ground beef to do. It's like, okay, it's the weekend. We'll grill some burgers. But then we still do frozen pizza. Certainly, I don't eat frozen pizza as much as I used to. But it's an easy, like, what do you want? Throw pizza in. So did a frozen pizza last night. It was raining. Otherwise, if it would have been nice, we would have grilled burgers. But it was raining. So I'm like, I think it had stopped at the point where we were getting ready for dinner, but it was like, you could tell, and it did end up pouring shortly after. So we did a frozen pizza. So gonna do a salad for lunch today. Maybe we'll do burgers tonight on the grill. We're going to talk Fanatics Fest today. I'm not there, but I did watch quite a few videos yesterday and even this morning. I wanted to get, so I watched some live stream videos of Fanatics Fest yesterday because I wanted to see, like, what is this all about? And I also wanted to get some opinions on what it was like. So, and then I have formed my own opinion on Fanatics Fest based on all of that, despite being an outsider looking in. But I also understand some of the, it's kind of like reading reviews. You can't take every single review. eBay reviews, perfect example. Yelp reviews. You've got to realize, you could get a negative feedback on eBay because you were slow shipping. Well, you could have shipped the same day. You weren't slow. The post office was slow. And we can't help that. Unfortunately, we can't help that. So I formed my opinions, and I've kind of just, okay, I understand that's a complaint, but it is what it is. I'm going to get more of that. Cooter's here, first in the chat. What's up, Cooter? Good morning. Todd is here. What's going on? George is in the house. What's happening? Steve, good morning to you. Royals 417 is here. Good morning. Brian's in the house. What's going on? HBG Gaming, what's up? Good morning. George says, my opinion is that Topps Fanatics doesn't need hobbyists to defend them. They are big boys and girls. They can defend themselves. That's a good opinion. Zach and Porter, morning. Oh, he's saying good morning to Cooter, not me. Zach and Porter says, morning, Cooter. Don't worry, I clocked out for this. Philly Joe, good morning. That's an inside joke, by the way. Mr. Archer, good morning. Steel Cards in the house. What's up? Kenneth, good morning. Actually made live and not a rerun. Hey. Headed home to go pick up 8 5-row boxes. Nice. I love it. Jody, good morning. Orlando's here. Good morning. Zach and Porter says people out here acting like these big shoes or political conventions that need defending or publicizing. Everyone's experience is different and it can be good or bad. Absolutely. And I'm going to get into that. Because you could go to the same event. You can come to the Madison Card Show next Saturday. And depending on what you're there for, it may be the worst show you've ever been to. It could be the best show you've ever been to. If I were a buyer coming to the Madison Card Show, and I'm gonna be blunt, I would not like the Madison Card Show as a buyer because it just doesn't have bargain boxes that I'm looking for. Yes, do I buy stuff at each Madison Card Show? Most of the time I do. It's pretty rare that I don't buy something at the show. And sometimes it's from bargain box, not often. Now, do we have good bargain boxes? Yes, but there's just not that many. And some, it's just not what I'm looking for. You know, there's bargain boxes that people are just there all the time. Like it's crowded, but it's just not what I'm looking for. So that's my hot take. From what I buy, Madison Card should be like, it's okay. That's kind of how I would, for me, for what I buy, it's okay. But some people rave about it. And some people say, what? You've got great bargain boxes there. And it's, yeah, but not for me. Not for me. Not for what I'm buying. So that's my hot take. Now, but at the same time, don't let my opinion, because Zach and Porter, I know Jeff is one of their favorite bargain box dealers. Jeff's going to be at the Madison Card Show next Saturday, and he's there almost every month, especially if you like non-sport. He's got great non-sport stuff. He's got like different stuff. In fact, I actually bought about 100 cards from Jeff last month. Olympics cards, some wrestling cards, Beavis and Butthead cards, just a bunch of random shit. But that's what we got to do. Fanatics Fest is something that I may attend, and I think it's important. I think it is important to publicize this stuff. But we also have to be smart, because so we can get a take, good or bad, on what this event is all about, whether it's the Madison Card Show, Fanatics Fest, the National, or the local VFW show down the street. I think it's important to see for ourselves, is this something that I would like? And I think that's important, because if I didn't consume some of this content about Fanatics Fest, I would be like, I'm not going to go. But after watching some of the stuff, just spoiler alert, I'm now interested in going to a future Fanatics Fest. I don't know what their plans are. We're only left to assume what the future holds for these events. If it's in New York City every year, if they do one big one every year and it's in New York City, I might not go. Although I've never been to New York City, I'd like to get there soon. Maybe I will. But that's if I didn't consume some of this content, I would be like, it's like out of sight, out of mind. So for me, and it could be a great experience. I might end up going. It's like, well, it wasn't as good as what I thought it would be. So I think it is important to publicize this stuff to give us an idea. Now, some of us have no interest in going at all, and that's okay. That is okay. Royals 417 says Casey and Otis say they approve of Ernie's name. They are baseball dogs too. Casey, I like it. Amos Otis, I like it. Casey and Otis, love it. Kyle says, good morning. Fanatics Fest looks cool. Too people-y there for me personally. I don't like crowds. Nailed it right there. And here's the thing. A lot of the backlash that shows Fanatics Fest yesterday, the National 2 weeks, what were all the complaints? Oh, it's so crowded. The traffic was backed up. There's long lines everywhere. You're going to get that at conventions, at popular events, at good events. You're going to get that. And you have to look past that. But at the same time, if you don't like crowds, you're not going to go anyway. And that's totally understandable. I hate crowds. Sometimes though, it's the juice is worth the squeeze for me to go into crowds. Nobody was really complaining about long lines and too crowded 5, 6, 7 years ago at the National, because it was there were a sliver of collectors, hobbyists, investors, flippers, whatever you want to call people at the event, which isn't a good thing. I mean, for selfish reasons, that was a good thing because we didn't have competition to buy what we wanted to buy. But for the hobby or industry, however you want to define the space, not good. Not good. Orlando says, watched videos also. Seems like people enjoyed the experience. The dealers weren't too busy, though. No dollar boxes that I saw. And So I wouldn't be going to Fanatics Fest to dig through bargain boxes. A, there probably aren't any. B, Fanatics Fest isn't a card show. There's a card show side of it, but it's a very small, it's a blip on the radar. What was cool was seeing Rob Gronkowski buying his own cards, Tom Brady buying his own cards, like on the show floor. Like, that's fucking cool. That's super cool. But it's not that. Grant Williams, I think he plays for the Hornets now, Charlotte Hornets basketball player. Here, talk about beginner's luck. Grant Williams, NBA player. I saw an interview, I think it was with Darren Rovell, and he said that this is his first time buying sports cards. He's always been into Pokemon. So he started yesterday buying sports cards. All right. He bought like a Jason Tatum auto, his former teammate with the Celtics. And then he bought, see, this is where our worlds are just, and I was surprised at the cost of, now that I'm thinking about the box price. So the case would have been $21,000. That's really low. Like, it used to be a $40,000 case, $20,000 box. So anyway, he paid $10,500 for a box of National Treasures, 2018-19 basketball National Treasures. You know what that motherfucker pulled? The Luka RPA out of 10. What? Rovell said it's worth at least $100,000. It's worth a lot. I think it's worth a lot more than $100,000. I think it's. Grant Williams said he had offers on the show floor of $500,000, $250,000, and I think $300,000. So, and he said he's like, I tried FaceTiming Luka, but he's in Slovenia right now, so he's sleeping probably because it's 7 hours ahead. But so he's gonna work. He said first he wants to see if Luka's interested. He's gonna sell it to Luka if he's interested, and then he's gonna, and I think he's gonna submit it to PSA also. But like, how about that? Like, that's just super cool. Now, that's like above probably any of our, like, we're not going and dropping 10K on a box of cards. Probably don't have access to tagging along with an NBA player making some of those purchases. But just from my living room or my card room couch, watching some of this, like, that's cool. That's cool. Brian's in the house. Good morning. Dan is here. What's up? You must have started late. Actually, early for a Saturday. Thought I was going to miss out. About on a little early. I don't have a start time on Saturdays and Sundays. I say approximately 8:30 Central Time. We started at 8:10 Central Time, so earlier than normal for a Saturday. Broncos here. What's up? Good morning. Fanatics Fest looks like it would be fun, but it is definitely not a traditional card show, and that's okay. Yes. Yes. Absolutely 100%. Fanatics Fest isn't a card show. It's not the National. It's not the East Coast National. It's not Burbank. It's not Nashville, Dallas, whatever. It's Fanatics Fest. It's, if you could compare it to anything, it would be Collecticon. They had the Octagon there for UFC. They had a WWE experience. That looked freaking cool, where you could play your music, or you could walk down a WWE like entrance, like it looks like a WWE entrance with like, and the video I saw was the New World Order. Like, that would be fucking cool. I don't know. Like, what would I walk down to? Like, New World Order is like one of the most iconic songs, theme entrances. I Am a Real American, the Hulk Hogan entrance, that's pretty iconic. The Undertaker, dong. I think I'd walk down to Doink the Clown. That would be fun. I don't know what entrance I would think of. But I think a lot of going into Fanatics Fest, I think a lot of just it's not going to be the National. It's going to be, but it's not. Like, it's something completely different, which is great, because the sports industry doesn't have anything like this. And if there's a trickle down, and there will be Grant Williams just dropped at least 10K on trading on sports cards. And you get that, you'd get the multiplier. Tom Brady's out there, Gronkowski, maybe players that aren't interested in cards are like, hey, I'm going to go buy some cards. And there's a trickle down. It's going to take a while before that money trickles down to my 99-cent store, but it could. Dan just watched Stir of Echoes. Good movie. Kevin Bacon, correct? That's a great movie. That's a movie that I might have to throw back on and watch again. It's been a long time. So Stir of Echoes came out when I was bagging groceries at the IGA, and I was a huge movie nerd from like 1997 to like 2001, a whopping 4 years. But I would get, we would get the movie rental. So at the end of my shift, I would like rent 2 or 3 movies, and I just go home. If I wasn't going to go out and party, I'd just go home and watch a couple movies. So I was always watching the new, and Stir of Echoes came out around, like, when did it come out? 1998, maybe 99. Stir of Echoes, 99. Supernatural horror film. Kevin Bacon, Catherine Irby, Ileana Douglas, and Kevin Dunn. Yeah, that's a great movie. I was a big fan. Zach and Porter says, my little sister was in that movie as an extra. What? No way. David, gonna pronounce this wrong. Kep was a graduate of my high school, invited students down. That's freaking cool. Jeff must bow down OC anymore. Haven't seen him in a long time. Bowed out? Who's Jeff? Oh, Oak Creek. Oh, Jeff, Oak Creek. Yeah. He hasn't been setting up at Oak Creek? That's interesting. He's been in Madison like every month. He took 1 or maybe 2 months off here recently. But he said, I think, so what month are we in? Oh, I think he took off the months leading up to, like 2 months leading up to the National. I think he kind of bows out of shows altogether so he has a whole bunch of inventory for the National. So I think he took May and June off, and then he came back in July, and then he'll be back this month, next week. Cooter says, was thinking about flying up to the Madison Card Show, but I heard its promoter doesn't even like it. Well, fuck. See? You got to be careful what you say. I think Cooter would like the Madison Card Show. Not do. Donald says, good morning. What's going on? Offbeat All-Star says, the in-laws are in town, so I only have time to say hello and like the video. Have a good weekend. Hey, you too. Dan wants to know, Moraine? Kenneth says, there are two types of people that post reviews. One's that is all roses and sees only the best, and the other is someone looking for something wrong with it. Amen. You have to go see for yourself. Amen. Amen. So I'm going to try to give my honest assessment through the lens of somebody not there, based on what I saw from videos, streams, and then obviously the opinion. So Fanatics Fest, I think it looked awesome. Remember, you have to view this through the lens of not a card show, but a fan experience, which is what it has always been about. Like this was never, Fanatics Fest was never about taking over the national and being the biggest card show or anything like that. This has always been about all of this stuff. And I think people are, if they didn't realize before, okay, this is not a card show. This is, because it never was supposed to be. So you have to look at it through that lens. If you don't like people, don't go. If you don't like crowds, people waiting in line, this is not for you. The National's not for you. Conventions are not for you. That's okay. That's okay. But just realize you're going to walk in through crowds of people and wait in lines. And they're probably going to be long lines. That's just goes with the territory. So those are some of the things that, the complaint, the long lines and blah, blah, blah. Another complaint I saw in this, I saw pictures, and this was a big underwhelming. So the VIP package, which I don't know the exact cost, but it was significantly higher than what you pay for VIP at the National. And it looked like you received less benefits for VIP at Fanatics Fest than what you do at the National, especially the VIP bag. That was a big fumble by Fanatics. The VIP bag, I wonder if I think a lot of people put this on social media. So let's try to. So before I tell you what's in it, I want to see a picture. Here it is. So I just want you to judge for yourself if you paid, I think it was like $400 for VIP. What would you think about that? There's 3 packs of Topps Heritage, 3 packs of Topps Big League, 4 packs of Topps Soccer. Looks like those are all blaster packs, I think. A magnet, PSA magazine, a Fanatics Fest pin. And that's it. That's it. Now I'm looking at this through what we get at the National in our VIP bags. Like that's garbage in my opinion. That's a big fumble. That's a fail on Fanatics' part. I thought there would be like 1,000 or 2,000 print run of these are Fanatics Fest cards. Like they didn't even make their own cards for Fanatics Fest. What the fuck? You throw in some and those are the junkiest of the junk. And you're giving that to VIPs? Come on. That's garbage. So hopefully in the future, Fanatics Fest, Fanatics realizes, that's like giving out apples at Halloween. Do better. That's just garbage. Now, if everybody got a couple packs of Big League and Heritage just for entrance, that's awesome. But when you're paying a significant amount of money, I think it was in excess of $400 for VIP, and that's what you get. And also, I think it was first in line. They were advertising you get first in line, but it's first in line one time. Like, you get to choose, I want to be first in line for this. It's like, oh, so that was a strikeout. That was an air ball by Fanatics. Like, that's garbage. That's garbage. George says the big question is, will Fanatics provide better swag bags in the future? So there you go. And yeah, sorry, I should have saw that comment before, but yes, there you go. Kyle says that Grant Williams story was really cool. That's good publicity for cards. Absolutely. Like, talk about beginner's luck. Dan said, I bet all of my investment money that Trout's box of his kid pulling his daddy's card was for getting turned. Yeah. I mean, when you see some of that, what? Bronco says, next Saturday, I need to tell you my idea for what they should have done for a physical WWE Hall of Fame. I'm intrigued. Cooter says the video of Mike Trout pulling his Bowman rookie card auto with his little son is actually really cool. I agree. Mr. Archer does too. But there also is this conspiracy theory in me that says, like, what are the odds? Like, the odds on that happening are like astronomical. Just to pull that card for anybody is asked, and then to have the actual player pull it, like, but also we don't know the context. Like, did Mike Trout buy like 500 boxes, or did he buy just one box and he filmed it? Or did he himself buy the card and put it in a pack himself just to like impress his kid? Like, I'm curious, like, was it legit? Did he just, did he buy a whole bunch of boxes? Did he just buy one box? I mean, if it was legit, like, wow, that's really, I mean, it's really cool. Like, it's really cool as is, without our tinfoil hats on. But I do wonder. George says, I heard Mike injured his rotator cuff on the high five, expected to miss next season as a result. Stir of Echoes, 1999. Royals 417 says, unfortunately, Trout had time to be there. I would love to see him back for a full season again. Wouldn't we all? Yeah. Christian, good morning. Watching along, waiting for the local show to open. Nice. Cooter says, I agree. Trout may have had a special box, but his little boy didn't know. That's true. That's what made the video great. I agree. Bob Wagner, what's going on? Good morning. Good to see you. Mr. Archer says, are we saying Mike Trout is in on the CT scanner controversy? Cooter says, Trout is injured so much he just takes unopened wax to his scan appointments. Hey, yes, right? Yeah, he's right. Zach says the year is 1995. Bo is writing a movie review based on him watching Siskel and Ebert's movie review, right? That's true. Billy Joe says, I wonder if there is a swag bag daily, maybe different bag each day. That I don't know. I guess we'll find, well, we might find out already. It's 9:45 East Coast time. Dan says they had to give Trout the actual pack and have him slide it in, but yes, it's cool that his kid pulled it. Johnny M says, no sympathy for guys paying $400 for VIP, hoping to get swag that resell to make money on eBay. That's what I do for the National. Just like breaking boxes, hoping to make money. But here's the thing, Johnny. If you, like, you're paying $400 for VIP. If you don't get swag, if you get junk, like, that's junk. Like, even not to resell, that's junk. Like, that's junk. I mean, that's like handing out not even apples. At least apples are nutritious. That's like handing out your beat up 1989 Fleer at Halloween. It's junk. You're just giving garbage away. It's like the guy that wanted to trade me for Trout and Ohtani, and he just sends me this box of like cherry-picked commons. Like, dude, I think you sent me the wrong box. Like, there's no Cubs in here. Oh yeah, there's Cubs in there. But I thought you wanted all cards. No, I don't want your 91 score commons. Now you're just giving me junk. Like, I don't want this. The fuck? That's junk. That's garbage. You're VIP. You pay money for VIP. You should get VIP treatment. That's why it's $400 and not $50 or $60 or whatever the door cost is. It doesn't matter about flipping it. It's about value. And there's no value in Topps big league packs or blaster packs of soccer. Those soccer packs are probably garbage. They're just Topps. Oh, they are. At least they're Champions League and not Bundesliga or MLS. Red Lights here. Good morning. Mark, what's up? Watching from Norway. Very nice. As the wife and I are taking a vacation. Unfortunately, the eBay store will be taking a hit during vacation mode. Yes, it will. But that's okay. We're thinking about next year because we have to go. We're gonna travel with our friends again, like we did this past summer, and we'd love to go to Italy, but we have to go in July because based on their kids' situation. So Italy in July is unbearable. It's like Phoenix in July or Miami in July. So we're thinking like the Norway, like Sweden, Norway. What else is up there? What's the third country I'm thinking of? Denmark? But we're thinking like either there or England. George says they 10x the revenue on those VIP passes. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Bronco said the swag bag for the Madison Card Show VIPs is a 1991 Topps Jerome Walton, 3 yellow top loaders and parking in the Alliant Energy Center lot, plus access to the first floor bathroom at the Sheraton. Finland. Thank you, Finland. Cooter says, screw VIPs and airline elites like Keating. Get in line with the rest of us commoners. Zach says that VIP bag is like going to a financial advisor conference expecting buffet, expecting Warren Buffett to speak, and it's low roller scratcher. Yes. Mark says we're headed to Italy after Norway and just came from Amsterdam. Nice. I love Amsterdam. Italy is my favorite. I would go back to Italy. I mean, ideally, we want to go see places we haven't been, but I'll make an exception for Italy. So overall, I think Fanatics Fest was, I think there was some, I read about some disorganization and I think that's for a first time event, especially at the scale, like you want to limit those types of issues, but there's a lot of people there and I get it. So you have to just take that stuff with a grain of salt. I'm interested in Fanatics Fest moving forward to see what types of events they put on. If they'll do something like Collecticon or Comic-Con where they move around the country, will they do big time events like this? My thought is no. They kind of wanted to start off with a bang. And, I think if you expect Jay-Z and Tom Brady and, all of that at other shows, I think, we might be disappointed. But still, like, aside from that, just some of the experiences that you can do looked really cool. So, it's not something that I'm circling my calendar and, I got to do this next year. But it's after seeing some video, it's like, okay, this is something I would be interested in. But also take into consideration, it may not be something. If you don't like crowds, this is not for you. If you want to go to a card show, this isn't for you. Go to the National. Go to Madison next Saturday at the Sheraton Hotel on John Nolan Drive. Go to Dallas in November and hang out with me at the bargain boxes with Cooter. I don't know if Cooter's going to sit at the bargain boxes with me all day, but we're going to be there in November in Dallas. So yeah. So that's my thoughts on Fanatics Fest from an outsider point of view. I wasn't even there. I think Bronco's the only person that might understand that reference. Wasn't even there. So that's what I had for today. That dude from Durier's here. What's up? Swag bags are for promotional purposes mostly. If the contents are attractive to you, that's a plus. They are to sell you more shit. In my thought process, like what we see in the VIP bags at the National are national exclusive from Panini. And yes, to promote, like here's our line of, although the Panini and Leaf aren't really promoting anything specific, it's just promoting themselves. But I mean, Topps made a baseball card of me, for Christ's sake. Couldn't they make some Fanatics exclusive cards and put those in the VIP swag bags? Come on. Kenneth says, Italy is my favorite too, but don't do Venice in the middle of summer. It smells like a swamp. We were there. Venice was actually, Venice was the last 2 days of our trip, and the first 12 days, 10, 12 days was in Amalfi Coast, Rome, Florence, and it was like and we went in September, and it was like 90 to 95 degrees every single day. We get to Venice, and it's like 65, which was both nice and not. Like it was a complete like smack in the face. Like it feels nice, but it also like it feels really weird. It's like in the winter, like it's 0 degrees outside, then you walk in, it's like 80 degrees, heaters run. It's like, I don't like this, or vice versa. I like this, but not for the long term. I would like to go back to Venice because we were there like a day and a half. It was the end of our trip, so we were just kind of like, at least I was just kind of like clocked out. Zach says, I'm assuming at this point they haven't caught those guys that stole stuff in Dallas. I don't think, and here's the thing about the theft in Dallas. It's been what, 2 months? It was right before the National. I don't even know if it's been 2 months. It might be right at 2 months. Remember the Strongsville theft? That was like, duh. I think any of us knew who stole those cards. And it took several months to catch those guys. And we're not working off the duh. Like, yeah, there's photos and videos of the perpetrators in this. But like the Strongsville theft, it's like, well, it's got to be an inside job at the hotel. That was, I think, every single person that read the story could have figured that out. And it still took 3 or 4 months, I think. I can't remember what the timeline was. Yeah, I think it's going to be a while before they, arrive. It wouldn't surprise me if they know at least the main guy, if they know who that is, but they have to have like evidence so they can prosecute and get a conviction. Like they don't just want to, oh, we know it's you. And then it goes to the court and they're like, well, what evidence do you have? Well, here's the evidence. Well, this isn't enough. Let him off the hook. Jesus had nothing to do with your Topps card. Please stop the blasphemy. Johnny M says, yeah, but you were a legend. Cooter says, Cooter will be hitting the vintage tables and waiting in the bar for you to get through the bargain boxes, so you may be driving us back to Oklahoma City. Fuck. I like your idea better than mine. All right. So that's what I had for today. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget my, speaking of bargain boxes, bargains galore in my eBay store, 99centcards.com. Because I screwed up, because I can't tell time, my sale actually goes through today. It ends early morning tomorrow. 50% off when you buy 10 or more items priced under $20. Coupon code is end of summer 50. That's sad. I hate end of summer. It means cold weather's coming. Coupon code end of summer 50, 99centcards.com. It's been a great sale. I was doing some sorting last night and I had the notifications, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. It blew up. It got to 97. I'm like, oh my God, I love it. So make me happy with my notifications going crazy. 99centcards.com. Next Saturday, Madison Card Show, Sheraton Hotel, John Nolan Drive, 200 tables. Hopefully some good bargain boxes. I'm in the mood to spend some money. Next Saturday, Madison Card Show, Sheraton Hotel, John Nolan Drive, 200 tables, 4 rooms. See you there. Let's see. Orlando says it's time to wake up Ernie. I want him to sleep in a little more. All right. So he's already been up. All right. Like, subscribe. We will go live again tomorrow morning. No card shows for me this weekend. Just shipping and sorting and maybe a little listing. I did list like 100 cards last night. So hit up my eBay store. We'll go live tomorrow morning, similar time, 8:30, kind of on puppy time. Weekends, we're always up in the air. So see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye-bye.